William Holden was born William Franklin Beadle Jr. on the 17th of April 1918 in Illinois, son of Mary Blanche Beadle, a schoolteacher, and her husband William Franklin Beadle, a chemist. With his younger brothers Robert and Richard and his mother Mary Blanche in the 1920s. He has two younger brothers, Robert Westfield Beadle and Richard Porter Beadle. His mother's ancestors emigrated from England to the US in the 17th century. Pictured here with his father, William Franklin Beadle. Holden's parents moved and settled in South Pasadena, where he graduated from South Pasadena High School. He then went on to attend Pasadena Junior College, where he was involved in local radio plays. He first appeared uncredited in Prison Farm in 1939 and $1 Million Eggs in 1939 with Paramount. He then went on to star in Golden Boy 1939 alongside Barbara Stanwyck with Columbia Pictures. Paramount and Columbia made a sharing agreement with Holden. As Barbara was already a well-known actress, she went out of her way to help him succeed in the film industry, and they became lifelong friends. Holden went on to star in a gangster movie with Humphrey Bogart, Invisible Stripes in 1939. He went on to make more movies until World War II, where he served as second then a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army Air Force, where he acted in training films for 1st Motion Picture Unit. After the war, Holden went on to make several more movies, going into some of his final roles such as Damien, Omen 2. He married Brenda Marshall in 1941 and had two sons together, Peter and Scott. They divorced later in 1971. Holden with his wife, sons and his stepdaughter, Virginia, from his wife's previous marriage. Holden was best man at Ronald and Nancy Reagan's wedding in 1952. His wife, Brenda, was the maid of honor. Whilst on a trip to Africa, Holden fell in love with the wildlife and became concerned at the decrease of animal population, thus creating the Holden's Mount Kenya Game Ranch. In the 1960s, Holden met actress Capucine whilst starring in The Lion in 1962. They had a 2-year affair, but Capucine called it a day due to his alcoholism. However, they remained friends until his passing in 1981. In 1972 he began a 9-year relationship with Stephanie Powers. Stephanie set up the William Holden Wildlife Foundation at Mount Kenya Game Ranch after his death. On the 12th of November 1981, Holden died after lacerating his forehead on a bedside table from slipping on a rug whilst intoxicated. His body was found 4 days later. He was cremated and his ashes scattered in the Pacific Ocean. President Ronald Reagan released a statement. "I have a great feeling of grief. We were close friends for many years. What do you say about a longtime friend, a sense of personal loss, a fine man? Our friendship never waned."